Hi, good afternoon. It's Jean with Captain Stitches, and it's Tuesday, and I'm throwing in a little extra tip demo Tuesday today. It's not my scheduled day, but I wanted to come on and just share a tip with you anyway. And my tip is going to be a little different today, something that's just fun and enjoyable. And it has to do with making whatever size your sewing room is, your creative space, no matter where it's located, how to plan a little bit and make it your happy place. Make it exciting, fun to be in, because for a lot of us, we spend a lot of hours in our sewing room. So why not make it happy and fun? Make it your special place, your happy place. So that's what my tip is today, and how I'm going to show you a little bit on how I make mine my happy place, and why I'm standing in a little bit of a different location today, because I wanted to be able to show a little bit of what I do in mine to make it my special happy place. And as you can probably already tell, I have a color theme that goes on in my stitching cottage, and it didn't start all at once. I mean, picking up one thing here and there is how I got it to become, for the most part, there's still some things to do, but to be coordinated in that theme that I enjoy and that makes me happy. So let me step off to the side a little bit here, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I do to make my space a special place, my happy place. First of all, you can see over here is this great big vase of flowers. There's a taller turquoise one in there that you can't see, because for those of you that don't know, turquoise is my signature color. The other colors in here are the pinks and the yellows. So my theme is turquoise, pink, and yellow. And that's what I try to have as much as I can with the things that I use in my stitching cottage. So again, you will see that I've done a yo-yo little table runner, and I hang it here because this is my desk area. This is my workspace that I'm viewing the most often when I'm not sewing. So I can look at that. My clock is turquoise. I have a little turquoise basket on top of there that I keep some of my current quilting magazines and stuff to look through. One other little tip is when you're out, some of the smallest things can make a difference, which sitting on top of here just to add to the color theme was when I was out and threads were on sale. I went ahead and bought a turquoise, a yellow, and a pink thread just to have sitting. Of course, I can use it if I need, but it's just to sit here and have as decoration in my stitching cottage. Also have a cute little candle holder here in the turquoise in the shape of a flower that sits there and adds to the decor. Wherever I can, my organization that I use are, and of course there's going to be something on top of this one, but I'm going to pull this out just enough so that you can see that I use the turquoise whenever I can find them. I also use the pink whenever I can find them. So that's also color coordinated. Even my little snack bucket, which I know those of you that follow me that have seen one of my previous weeks in review was included in that. And that's just little things that when you're out and you're shopping, and it may not have anything to do with your sewing or whatever craft it is that you do, you'll find little items that are in those colors that you use. Think of a different way out of the box that you can use them. So that is, yes, what I keep snacks in for myself and other visitors that come to the stitching cottage. So along that line, I also had this cute large, I guess you could use it for coffee. I would consider it a soup mug, but that's what I use for a little candy dish to keep little candies along there. I even have a pink little hourglass sand timer that I keep here. And of course, in case of emergency, I have a flashlight, which is also in the pink to keep with the color scheme. Tissue box cover, which this is made out of scrapbooking paper that was a tissue box cover that didn't match. So to make it match and go with my theme, I just covered it with some scrapbooking paper, some trims and everything to make it so fun, as the sticker says, and to also match the cottage. Of course, all my cups that I use out here are also within my theme. My coasters are made to match. A couple of the other cups that I have, I just find them along the way. Like I say, when you're out and about and you see something that matches, pick it up. My little cozy that I keep for when I have a can or a bottle of water also matches the cottage theme. And of course, the pink cup with the sewing machine on it. I have a little that you can't see, that's not in view, but there's a little basket here that's white that holds my journals and some of the projects that I'm working on, which you will see that when I purchase my planners and my journal, I also keep those in the color that I use out in my cottage to make it fun and happy, which a few more are sitting over here. I do long arms, so even my book for keeping track of my long arm is in the bright colors of the cottage. Here's another journal. I love to journal. I have a lot of journals, a lot of planning. Always try to make them match my stitching cottage, which even file folders I find to go along with the theme of my stitching cottage, which you will see here to hold my most used pens and everything is a cute little flower pot that I found in the turquoise and white polka dots. So it matches. Even my stands that I use, I think they're out of view, the one you can see here. But if I were to pull this off here, you can see it has a turquoise themed background. I have another one over there. You can just barely see, but it has some stripes on it and stuff. I ordered some of the clips. The container that they came in, I wasn't real happy with. It didn't quite match my cottage. I'm a little OCD. So I just took a container from the house and took some of the fabrics that I've used on other things. As if I step out of the way, you can see it's the same fabrics that I used on my little portable pressing TV tray that I made into a pressing surface back there. But these are some of the leftover fabrics and scraps that I just decoupaged onto this little container to hold my clips. And of course, my clips are the pink and the turquoise and the yellow as well. Also, I have a magnetic pin container that I use on my long arm because I can just clamp it right on the metal rails on there when I'm pinning quilts and loading them onto the long arm. And I also only use yellow and pink pins for my long arm. So those are in there as well. And of course, when I can, my rotary cutters are also in the color of my cottage. So yes, maybe I go a little overboard, but it's a way of, if it's a place that you spend a lot of time in and you want it to be, you know, your happy place, those are the little touches and things that make it special, make it fun and cheerful and happy to be in, which I'm going to, I don't know if I'll be able to swipe this, but see, I even have a turquoise lamp in here. And as you can see, if I go a little farther, my coffee pot is turquoise. The basket that I have the coffees and teas in it for friends that come in is pink. So you can see that the overall scheme of things out here is in the pink, yellow, and turquoise, and keep it that way. I even made, and I can't turn it around that far to show you, but I store things underneath my long arm. I don't like clutter much at all. It makes me not very productive. I don't like to look at it. So some of the things that I store underneath the cottage just isn't pretty I don't store anything underneath the cottage. Sorry. What I meant to say was that I store underneath the long arm. I don't like to look at. So I made a little curtain to hang on the lower bar on there that I don't use. And it is made out of turquoise, pink, and yellow colors, also themed. And it covers that, so I don't have to look at that. I don't have to have it distract me. One of the other things that makes it nice is all my little design boards that I use for my blocks are also made in the colors and scraps of my cottage. So when I'm working on them, they also match everything that is out here. I know you've seen the quilt over there that also matches and helps to the theme of the cottage. And then I know you've seen this previously, but I have a basket that I keep the current projects that I'm working on. And they, of course, are also, it's in pink so that it matches. I don't think I'm going to be able to, we'll see. I'm going to take that off here and see if I can lift this at all into view. But my little cart that I keep has some pink, I think they're party trays, and they happen to fit in there just right, and they're pink, so that helped add, sorry, talking out of camera there, but that helped add just a little touch of pink to the cottage. My rugs that I have out here are in pink, yellow, and turquoise, of course, also. The surface that my ironing station, pressing station, I have a big board that covers the full width and length of a large old dresser out here, and that is covered in yellow, and the dresser itself is turquoise. So you see the theme going on that makes it that extra happy place to be in. All my cubbies that are on the wall across from me are turquoise, pink, and yellow. Counted those the other day. There happens to be 51, I believe, cubbies on that wall, and except for the ones that have the pattern books and that type of thing, a few decorative items, all of those cubbies have the little totes that slide into them. They are in turquoise, pink, and yellow is what I was referring to. So that's just a little tip. And like I said, everything isn't done at the same time. It's just a thing to keep in the back of your mind, which I'm sure a lot of you already do and have beautiful themed stitching rooms, sewing rooms, craft rooms as well, that you try to decorate in a theme. So when you're out and about and you're picking small little items up, which I was even going to show, even, the thing that you keep your paper clips in and stuff, when you're out and you see something that, is the colors that you like to use, which you'll notice, again, I'm talking about my OCD. My paper clips are also turquoise, yellow, and pink. My little clips here that I also use, I always get in pink and yellow when I see them. Turquoise if I can find it. But almost everything that I can find when I'm out and picking anything up, if I can find it in my colors, that is what I will do, so that my stitching cottage always remains my happy place, my comfortable place, my peaceful place, my stress relieving place, and of course, where I stitch and create. So there you have it, my little tip for today. Maybe it ended up a little longer and not quite so little, but I just wanted to share that with you, and how, if you're just starting out, how you can keep in mind to pick up the little things that you may bring joy and happiness in your life and incorporate it into your sewing room, stitching cottage, craft room, whatever you may call it. So there you have it, my tip for the day. Also another tip, don't forget, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please click that subscribe button. Click the bell so that you get notifications when I drop new videos. Give me the thumbs up, would be much appreciated, and share this video and my other videos out with your friends and family. Thank you everyone so much for watching. My Facebook group, also the link for that is always in the description box below. Have a great day. Enjoy your happy place. And remember, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye.